Around the year 48 AD, Roman forces led by the illustrious general Publius Ostorius Scapula landed on the territory that is today known as Wales. Their objective was to gain control over the untamed and wild areas that belonged to the Britons. Let us pretend that it is the 1st century AD and transfer ourselves back to the time when the Romans arrived in Wales. The presence of these people marked the beginning of a dramatic collision of cultures that would indelibly imprint the region that we now refer to as Wales. In order to unravel the mysteries surrounding the relationship between Rome and Wales, we will need to explore the inner workings of a Roman fort. These strongholds, which were dispersed across the landscape of Wales in a strategic fashion, were an essential component in the process of retaining authority over the territory. Roman soldiers resided inside these stone walls, where they also received their training and stood watch to protect the frontiers of the empire. As we investigate the relics of their daily lives, including their barracks and command centers, we are beginning to piece together the mysteries that have been buried within them. In addition to their military occupation, the Romans also left an indelible mark on Welsh culture and society. The Romans' interaction with the native peoples of Wales resulted in a blending of their customs, dialects, and even religious beliefs, which contributed to the formation of Wales as we know it today. In point of fact, the Romans' power could no longer be confined to their military prowess alone. They brought with them a rich tapestry of art, architecture, and administration, all of which became ingrained in the culture of the Welsh people. Our adventure will begin amidst the relics of a time long since past. The Roman occupation of Wales is evidenced by the magnificent ruins that may be found there. They are mute witnesses to the time when Wales was an essential part of the vast Roman Empire and stand as silent witnesses now. During the time of the Romans, this location was referred to as Isca Augusta. Our journey starts here, among the ruins of Caerleon. This historic fortification, which may be found in the southeast corner of Wales, was once a thriving Roman legionary base. Imagine that more than 2,000 years ago, Roman soldiers marched through these identical streets, creating a special connection between Wales and the Roman Empire. This event took place right here. We must go inside the wonderful Roman Museum at Caerleon if we are going to have any hope of comprehending the Roman connection that Wales has. An extraordinary variety of antiquities, including as beautiful mosaics, old armor, and even ruins of Roman baths, may be seen in this location. Now, be ready to be astounded as we enter the Roman amphitheater, which is considered to be one of Caerleon's most prized possessions. During the time of the Romans, this impressive building, which is thought to be one of the largest in Britain, served as a hub for entertainment and public spectacles. Imagine the thunderous noise of the crowd as gladiators fought each other, chariots raced, and dramatic performances took place right here on this stage. The Romans used the amphitheater as a venue to celebrate their victories, show off their strength, and give a getaway from the pressures of regular life. In addition to serving as a site for entertainment, the Roman amphitheater in Caerleon served as a symbol of Roman authority and control over the region. The Roman Empire's power and influence were constantly brought to the attention of the local populace by this structure, which acted as a continual reminder. In point of fact, the Romans left an unmistakable impression on the landscape of Wales, not only via the construction of impressive buildings like the amphitheater, but also through the inventiveness of their architects and the creative prowess of their engineers. Come with me now as we enter the Roman baths of Caerleon, a location where you may unwind, mingle with other people, and engage in opulent activities. The Romans were well known for their devotion to the ritual of bathing, and the public baths that they built were an essential component of their daily lives. The exquisite mosaic flooring, the rooms that are filled with steam, and the elegant bathing chambers take us back in time to an era when luxury and sophistication were the norm. The Roman baths of Caerleon were more than just practical facilities. They were also symbols of the elegance and culture of the Roman civilization. In addition to serving as sites for purifying the body, the Roman baths were also popular gathering spots and venues for conducting business. People came from all walks of life and interacted with one another, shared their perspectives, and forged new relationships within this melting pot of many cultures. As we move forward with our exploration, we simply cannot ignore the majestic Caerleon Roman fortress, which served as the epicenter of the Roman occupation of this area. Caerleon Roman Fortress, also known as the Isca Augusta Fortress, was situated in an advantageous location to guard the Roman Empire's interests in the British Isles. It was the home of the Second Augustan Legion, one of the most powerful legions that existed during that time period. These formidable fortifications were once the scene of the routine operations of thousands of Roman soldiers as they trained, prepared for battle, and fought to keep Roman power in Britain. The fortification served as the nerve center of the Roman colony that was established in Caerleon. The Roman fortress of Caerleon served not just as a military bastion, but also as a hub for commercial activity, administrative processes, and cultural interaction. It had an important role in bridging the gap between the Roman Empire and the native people of Wales, which resulted in the mingling of cultures and the formation of a Roman Welsh identity that is distinct from any other. These artifacts provide a concrete connection to the Roman era in Wales history. They offer illuminating details into the routine activities of Romans who lived, worked, and succeeded in this remote part of the empire. These mosaics are incredible displays of both attention to detail and skilled craftsmanship. They give us insights into the daily lives of Romans who once called this area home, and the stories they represent are windows into the Romans' ambitions, desires, and aspirations at the time they lived here. The skill and artistry of the Roman people are on full display in these mosaics, which are a monument to their work. They decorated the floors of large houses, bringing a touch of luxury and sophistication to the people who live there on a daily basis. By excavating and studying these items, we are able to put together the mystery of Wales' link to the Roman Empire. Each and every relic, be it a coin, a piece of pottery, a tool, or a personal possession, provides a clue and a voice from the past. In point of fact, the Romans didn't just bring military force with them, they also carried a rich cultural history with them. And this can be seen in no other place more clearly than in these spectacular amphitheaters that they constructed all around Wales. The ruins of one of the most important Roman amphitheaters in Britain may be seen right here in the middle of Caerleon, where we are currently standing. Just try to put yourself in the throng and picture the roars of the crowd as the gladiators fought for their life, or the excitement that filled the air during the chariot races. The Roman Empire's might and splendor were on full display in the amphitheater, which served as a hub for entertainment and spectacle. In addition to this, it offered a method for exercising authority over the local populace and ensuring their allegiance to Rome. It's remarkable to consider that right beneath our feet are innumerable accounts of people overcoming adversity and coming out on top. But the Romans left their mark on Wales in many ways than just through military victories and entertainment. I invite you to accompany me as we leave the confines of Caerleon's city walls and go over the Romans' aqueducts, retracing the steps of the ancient civilization. These remarkable feats of engineering acted as lifelines for the Roman colonies by delivering water from faraway sources to the communities. Not only did the Romans use the aqueducts to transport water, which was necessary for daily life, but they also used them as a symbol of their dominance over the natural world. They left an everlasting mark on the Welsh countryside by altering the environment and transforming the terrain. You need to understand that these ruins are more than just relics of the past. They are an important part of our history and serve as a constant reminder of the people who once made this area their home. It is essential that we keep and pay homage to our Roman heritage. As we move on in our journey, we will eventually make our way to the National Roman Legion Museum. Here, we will be able to experience what it was like to serve in the Roman legions firsthand. This museum provides a vivid image of the Roman era in Wales, from the artifacts such as weapons and armor to the narratives such as tales of victory and sacrifice. We are able to obtain a deeper understanding of the Romans' impact on Wales and the long-lasting influence they had on the culture and heritage of the region by participating in interactive displays and perusing educational exhibitions. The Roman occupation of Wales spanned many centuries, and during that period, they imprinted themselves indelibly on the Welsh people. Roman traditions, the Roman language, and even Roman names became ingrained in Welsh society, producing a singular synthesis that has left an indelible mark that is still audible today. As we near the end of our voyage, we take some time to consider the Roman heritage that Wales has long since lost. The Romans left an indelible mark on this area, as evidenced by the magnificent amphitheaters, beautiful mosaics, stunning aqueducts, and tenacious troops. This influence cannot be emphasized. Not only did the Romans bring their own traditions with them, but they also accepted and altered the beliefs of the people who were already living there. The ruins of Roman temples, which mixed Roman and Celtic deities to create a new spiritual environment, provide evidence of this form of syncretism. Therefore, the next time you find yourself adventuring around the stunning landscapes of Wales, make sure to dig deeper than what meets the eye. Stay connected as we continue to explore the world in search of its buried treasures. Thanks for watching.